The era of the short-term rental, the Airbnb, is that coming to an end? And what does the future hold for short-term rentals? Ever dreamed of living in the heart of the Colorado mountains? Join me, Matt Dayton, Breckenridge native, Olympian, and mountain real estate expert. Here on the Ski Summit Show, we dive into everything you need to know about buying, investing, and living in iconic ski towns like Breckenridge, Frisco, and Keystone. From mountain real estate trends to investment opportunities, we bring you on the inside to help you make the most of your mountain life. Welcome to the Ski Summit Show number 109. Thanks so much for being here. This is your go-to source for the latest Colorado mountain news and information regarding our local real estate. I'm joined by my producer, Benji Does. Hello, Benji.
Howdy do.
Thanks for being here as always. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I love it.
So what's going on, man?
Let's get right into it. What is going on? So what's happening in the summit? You're not in the summit this week, though, are you?
You know, this is the arid version of the summit right here. I was skiing a week ago, but no, I'm not in the summit. I'm a little bit further south right now. South of you, actually. So what do we got going on? What's Sunsation?
So Sunsation says it is Copper's Sunsation, the finest spring festival in all of the Colorado High Country, and it's back. Join us April 26th and 27th as we celebrate the end of another incredible season at Copper. This year's annual spring celebration will feature free live music presented by High Noon and Play Forever Foundation, giveaways, and more. Sport your best tropical shirts, leis, and grass hats. And then they've got 2 whole event itineraries for the day. They start giving away burritos at 9 a.m. I already like this.
As long as they're breakfast burrito, nothing too spicy in the morning here. Yeah, they got all kinds of events. I liked your read-in. That was great. It was like a little combo of the Voice for Radio and Daffy Duck in the beginning.
I got a face for radio.
Different. Yeah, you do, man. No, wait. That was actually sorry. That was not. I wasn't supposed to agree with that. You got a voice for radio.
We just keep it real.
Just gonna tell you how it is. So yeah, that'll be a fun event if you're around this weekend, kind of wrapping up the end of summer or winter for Copper Mountain. We got this weekend and one last weekend, and it's all said and done. So been getting out and doing a little touring around, a little bit of skiing. It's still really good for skiing. So, when in Rome, go skiing.
Wear jeans.
When in Rome, wear jeans and go skiing.
Well, that moves us into the news, and it looks like we have a question of what does the future hold for short-term rentals? We are always talking about short-term rentals, aren't we?
Oh gosh, it's always a subject, but the good news is we're not alone. So this is kind of a national thing as far as short-term rental restrictions. This article, a little bit of clickbait here, is at the end of the Airbnb era. Definitely not in certain areas. So that's where you want to be able to focus your attention on when you're looking in the mountains. It's pretty hard to navigate the Upper Basin, Lower Basin, Snake River Basin, 10 Mile Basin, the resort zones, every town rules. It is all over the place. So if you need help navigating that, don't hesitate to reach out and ask me, because I'm happy to help guide you through that. But it is really important if short-term rentals are a part of your equation, because there are a lot of rules and restrictions. And that's basically what this article is about, is just kind of nationally rules and restrictions that are in place, and people shifting to look at different alternatives. Some of these are doing more of co-living situations where you're renting out rooms in a place. Up in Summit County, one thing that people have really looked to kind of adapt is doing medium-term rentals where they'll rent it for more than 30 days. That flies under the radar of the rules. So that's something worth looking into. My neighbor did a 6-month rental through the winter to a group of doctors from Denver. Did really, really well with that rental. So that's an alternative if a short-term rental option doesn't work for you.
Well, that moves us into our market in a minute.
This is what we're looking at here for the market in a minute. We've got basically this section is Summit County, all the towns, 5.2 months of average inventory. That's kind of a good in-between place for the buyer or seller's market. So if you look down here at this graph, you can kind of pick out like a little bit different areas. Okay, the $1 million to $1.5 million, 6.2. So we're getting a little bit more into a buyer's market there. You go into the $2 million to $3 million, only 3.7 months of inventory, so a little bit more of a seller's market there. So the lower that number, the more it leans towards the seller. If we go into individual cities, we can kind of look, let's go, take it for example, Keystone. We'll jump into Keystone only and see what we got. So you've got some of them 24 months of inventory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 500,000 to 699. There might be more story to that, but they're basically saying we got 24 active listings and only one sold in the last month.
Wow.
This one, if you go to the million to 1.5, there's no listings that have sold, 0, and you got 17 active. So I don't know actually why that's not right. That's a little skewed. But so you can go through these different numbers and they give you an average of what months of inventory is. So the higher the number, the more opportunity there is as a buyer. The lower the number, the less there is available for sellers.
Okay. I think I understand those baseball stats.
When the stats make sense.
I'm going to move back to this one. And that takes us to our listing of the week. And today we're looking at 107 Ski Watch Drive 329. Let me zoom this in so we can actually see the property.
Yeah, so a little bit older property, but super unique in location. So this particular property is backing right up to the ski run, about $1,200 a square foot. That is, but it's $1.3 million for a 2-bedroom ski in, ski out type of property. It's got a parking garage, albeit it's a little bit of a short parking garage. So
Okay.
a big SUV with a rocket box, no go.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, you got to be careful on this one. But
geez.
super, super cool location. And they did a pretty good job with the interior on this one too. Looks like they've done some updating. But yeah, there you are.
Right there.
You're right there. You got 2 chair lifts, 2 super chairs, quads.
Yeah.
Gonna get you up to the top.
You can crawl over there.
You could do an otter slide.
You totally could. How funny. All right, let's go look at it.
There's that parking garage.
Oh, yeah, you're not joking around.
No, if it's short.
It is short.
Yeah, but plenty of space. It's got a nice open floor plan, 1,098 square feet.
I need a short-term rental out there.
This would be a great short-term rental. I think they're saying does about 70,000 is kind of what you can expect. 70 to 90,000 gross projections. So rental projections. We usually get those from property management companies.
I was going to say, there's probably a bunch of STR property management companies out there.
There are. That's big business out here for sure. So, but yeah, there's the lift right there.
I knew it. From the top down, I could see these funny shapes, and I was like, those are hot tubs.
The spa. There's the spa, some ski lockers, a sauna.
Nice.
Yeah, so nice.
Is this a condo or is this an activity room?
That, I think, is like a common space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Laundry, and there's the short garage. Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, so great location. Quick shot into town. The gondola's right nearby. You can ride that into town. Shuttle service comes right nearby. So, yeah, I think this is a winner. You probably won't stick around too long. To Breckenridge, ski in, ski out for that price point, pretty rare.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that concludes it. So, well, thanks so much for joining us for the Ski Summit Show. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give us a like, thumbs up. We always appreciate that. But either way, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or interested in getting more information, please reach out to us. You can always visit our website. And if you think this is useful, please consider sharing this with somebody else. So thanks again. Wonderful to see you. Hope to see you all in the mountains soon.